What's up, everybody in YouTube land? What is happening? So this is CC Talk, dropping in, stopping by, with the news that has been rumored for the last couple of weeks that is finally now official. That Victoria Konefal has announced to Deadline.com. I'll leave the link in the bottom that she's no longer a full-time cast member on Days of Our Lives. However, she is leaving the door open to making guest starring appearances on the show, I guess, quote unquote, recurring as well. But unfortunately, she won't be full time anymore. And yet again, this really sucks. For me at least, because again, I am a fan of the Addie Horton wing of the side of the Horton family. Okay, a lot of people love the Bill Horton side of the family because of Jennifer mainly, and then later Abby and JJ. But for me, it's always been, just that Addie side, with Julie and later Hope. And then, of course, David and his interracial relationship with Valerie that produced Eli. Hope and her children with, Bo, Sean, Zach, and now Sierra. And so, unfortunately, this move apparently happened somewhere like either before the pandemic or after the pandemic. You all know that a lot of the stars have been let go from the show since the show got renewed back in January. We lost Casey Moss, we lost Chandler, we lost Freddie, we lost Galen, Christian, Greg, and now Vicky. So it's just, it's hard to take. And even though she says she'll make guest starring appearances, let's be real. Victoria Konefal is a firecracker actress, in my opinion. I feel like she could get casted in anything. Now, yeah, Hollywood has shut down production in terms of TV as well as big silver screen movies and whatnot. But I feel like once that opportunity presents itself, she could definitely find her way out of soaps because she can act. And like I said, she is a firecracker when it comes to her acting. I'm not saying like she's like some sort of Heather Tom or anything at that age. But what I'm saying is like you could definitely do a lot with her. And especially since she is 23, and I think she just turned 30. Yeah, she just turned 23 last year, so she's still very young and she's beautiful, and again, she can overall act. So I feel like that once Hollywood starts to open up shop again, she'll be able to send her picture off, and her manager or agent or whomever will be able to find her some work somewhere, because even before soap, she was on those Lifetime movies. So I was familiar with her work even in Lifetime before she came on Days. So I had some familiarity, which I thought that was a great move for her, to start off in those Lifetime movies before she came on the soaps. That could explain why she had some sort of fire in her belly when she first came on the Days. Especially, she had to really bring it after the previous Sierra, and I don't want to beat the girl up because she's probably somewhere living her best life now. But the previous Sierra, we know how painful that was, right? But it was just the fact of the matter. I feel like that, Vicky just brought on this new energy into the character, and she became Bo Brady's daughter, right before our very eyes, coming out motorcycle, hot and sexy, and giving it to her niece of a batshit crazy relative in Claire, and then she gave it to Rafe a little bit. I just loved her energy, all over the place, and she showed signs of acting in circles around everybody. I was like, okay, girl, okay. So, Cher Anderson and whoever the casting person at that time that found that girl, kudos, props to you, because that was just amazing. I think the casting person even won the Emmy for Days of Our Lives that year, when Days of Our Lives cleaned up about 2 years ago. I think they won for best casting, because remember they brought on the girl, or the woman rather, that did replace Kate Mansi, and then they brought on Vicky. So it was like, okay, you earned your paycheck and you earned your Emmy. But yeah, if she's only going to be on guest starring or part time or however they want to call it, I just don't think that's going to last long. And I just don't think so. And especially if Robert Scott Wilson's not going to be on, because if you watch the episodes this week, they were great episodes featuring, Sin. I've loved Sin ever since they first announced it. I was like, oh, especially from a Robert Scott Wilson perspective, because I was like, that is one fine chum of man. And, their chemistry is just explosive to me. Their chemistry reminds me so much of, and I'm talking about like the first round of Sam and Jason on General Hospital. Y'all remember Sam and Jason, how their energy was, when they first got started under the Jill Farron Phelps, and she found that chemistry between those two, and it just was like ignited. And that's what happened with Sin. It was like they just knew how to pair those two dark, broken characters together and have them fall in love in this kind of like this gothic whirlwind romance. And it just worked, and it's very hard to do that in daytime now, and for them to have that, and they're possibly going to be losing it, not just with one, but with both, because let's be real, I put, just like I said with Victoria Konefal, Robert Scott Wilson, he's gorgeous, that boy is gorgeous, he can act, and if his damn acting photos ever land on someone's, like some producer table, and they want to cast, I don't know, the 50 Shades of Grey TV show for HBO or Showtime, let's be real, I would cast him on there, because like I said, he is gorgeous, and he got some acting chops. So don't sleep on Robert Scott Wilson being on daytime for long neither. And I know we hate saying that, but it's just a proven fact. So, but anyhow, again, this is a tough pill to swallow yet again as a fan of hers, but again, I wish her all the best. If this is the beginnings of the end of us seeing her on a regular basis, but yeah, it's tough, y'all. It's hard being a Days fan now. Yeah, we're getting all these really good episodes lately, but knowing what we know now and what's coming down the pike, it's just tough. But nevertheless, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace for now. CC Talk. Bye.